Hello and welcome to the 2020 Virtual Leading Light Awards and Scholarship Gala. I'm delighted to be here this evening, and STEM is so important to our community. It is the science and technology, engineering, and math of the future, and by 2025, there are 3 million jobs that will need to be filled in the U.S., and most of those are going unfilled just because we don't have the people here to fill them. So we need people in these industries, and we need the diversity in these industries to reflect our community as we head into more dependence on artificial intelligence and technology throughout many industries. And tonight is a celebration to recognize and elevate women of achievement in the STEM fields across Indiana. These women serve as innovators, mentors, advocates, role models, educators, and leaders in their industries. Some are established professionals, and others are the future of STEM talent. This year, Women in High Tech's Leading Light Awards and Scholarship Gala focuses on promoting and celebrating equity and inclusion in STEM, and its importance to establish and promote a robust pipeline of STEM talent in Indiana. So new this year, Women in High Tech is honoring diversity, equity, and inclusion champions, as well as their male allies. We are so excited that you have joined us. Let's witness and honor the excellence of Indiana's STEM community as exemplified by these award nominees and recipients. Now I'd like to introduce Women in High Tech President Rebecca Borman.
Thank you, Sarah. Hello, everyone, and good evening. I'm Rebecca Borman, Managing Director of Sales and Services for Bell Technologies and President of Women in High Tech. On behalf of the Board of Directors, I'd like to welcome you all to the first ever Virtual Leading Light Awards. As you can all imagine, this is not exactly how we envisioned this event when we started planning a little over a year ago. While we wish we could all be together at the Indiana Roof Ballroom, we are excited as ever to be virtually celebrating this evening. We'll be honoring and celebrating our Indiana STEM professionals with our esteemed Leading Light Awards. We'll also be paving the way for future female STEM leaders by awarding over $50,000 in scholarships and grants this evening. This year, we have had over 150 LLA nominees, and we are thrilled to be recognizing, celebrating, and honoring all of these fantastic Indiana STEM professionals and female STEM students. Since our founding in 1999, it's been Women in High Tech's privilege to promote and grow Indiana's STEM community through many of our signature programs, including the Leading Light Awards and Scholarship Gala, or LLAs. Together, working alongside our sponsors, partners, friends, and of course our dedicated members, we continue to advance Women in High Tech's mission to change the landscape of women represented in STEM to be equally inclusive to all. And this LLA is extra special for so many reasons, including that it marks the 20th anniversary of the first Leading Light Awards program. The event started in 2000 and was originally called the Spotlight Awards. We have a little surprise for the 5 women who received the very first Spotlight Awards a bit later in our program. But now, I'd like to introduce you to Lauren Andrews, our Leading Light Awards Director.
Good evening and hello. I am Lauren Andrews, a consultant at NetLogix and Women in High Tech's LLA Director. I have to share with you, I've had such a great time working with the Leading Light Award Committee to create this special evening for all of our award, scholarship, grant nominees and recipients, and for you. I think most of us would agree so many things about this year have been unexpected. And yet, when I think about 2020, the words that come to mind are hope, inspiration, and change. This year, even the most connected community can still feel, well, socially distant. Though we can't be together in person, it's never been more apparent that we are in this together. The Indiana STEM community is a shining example of coming together to keep us all connected. Our STEM community has created many solutions to overcome challenges created by the COVID pandemic. We honor the Indiana STEM community and all the STEM professionals working on the front lines to keep our country safe and healthy at this unprecedented time. Please join us in watching Women in High Tech's video salute to many of the outstanding women, men, and STEM organizations in our state. They exemplify the benefits and innovation that abound when we are all in this together.
The COVID-19 pandemic has claimed the lives of hundreds of thousands of people and has had a profound impact on our day-to-day lives. Women in High Tech, and on behalf of the Indiana STEM community, extends our deepest sympathies, thoughts, and prayers to all those affected by the COVID-19 pandemic, From providing widespread, reliable testing and working to develop vaccines to supporting frontline workers, businesses, employees, and students, Women in High Tech would like to recognize and thank the Indiana STEM community for their tremendous efforts in finding solutions to the many challenges created by the global coronavirus pandemic. We are in this together. Barnes & Thornburg help businesses in Indiana and across the country navigate legal issues related to COVID-19. Their lawyers offered legal resources as well as free webinars and content on business issues related to the CARES Act and SBA loans. In March, Eli Lilly and Company partnered with the Indiana State Department of Health to accelerate COVID-19 testing using Lilly Research Laboratories. As part of a consortium of life sciences companies, alongside the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Eli Lilly collaborated to accelerate the development, manufacture, and delivery of vaccines, diagnostics, and treatments for COVID-19. Locally, Lilly has contributed significantly to relief efforts in Indiana, including expanding drive-through testing to essential workers. Verizon Wireless has worked to ensure wireless and broadband customers are able to maintain their service without worry. Verizon has tripled the data allowance for schools in their Verizon Innovative Learning Program. AIS helped businesses, organizations, and education institutions transition quickly and securely to remote work environments, connecting thousands of students and workers to their schools and offices from home. NetLogix helped the Indiana State Department of Health with developing real-time accounting of the supply and demand needs for hospitals statewide. Co-founder Nick Taylor continued to donate his time every Wednesday to drive the NetLogix Second Helpings truck to help feed Indianapolis's needy populations. In response to the much-needed support of long-term care facilities, Ivy Tech has offered free patient care attendant courses for 10,000 participants. To offer timely financial assistance for students and faculty, the Ivy Tech Foundation created the Ivy Tech COVID-19 Relief Fund. Bell Technologies launched a hiring campaign to provide laid-off service workers jobs with their customer service and help desk teams. In addition to hiring Hoosiers, Bell Technologies played an important role in ensuring the youth in our community had the resources they needed to continue learning remotely during the pandemic. To support teachers as they teach from home, Codalicious has provided free e-learning opportunities for computer science education. These free classes included multiple levels of coding classes. Western Governors University set aside $10 million in emergency aid to help current and new students experiencing financial and healthcare hardship. These funds were used for scholarships, tuition assistance, and non-tuition emergency aid. Several years ago, Roche identified the need to establish a global infectious disease emergency response team. Roche ramped up production to meet the increasing demand, producing more than 1 million molecular tests per week, reaching a network of U.S. labs at more than 100 sites. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the Indiana Hemophilia and Thrombosis Center worked closely with the Indiana State Department of Health and State Health Commissioner Dr. Christina Box to help ensure COVID-19 messaging and testing opportunities reach some of Indiana's most vulnerable populations. Beckman Coulter Life Sciences enabled COVID-19 research by releasing 2 new genomics products for COVID-19 sample extraction and RNA isolation. KSM formed KSM Cares, which provided KSM employees with channels and resources to support clients and communities in various ways. The TechPoint team created the Smart Restart initiative in order to aggregate, localize, supply, and curate information and resources for their member organizations. In March, Pass the Torch launched the COVID-19 Emergency Fund to provide a safety net for women. The women who received this funding are single mothers, first-generation college students, and women rising from disadvantaged backgrounds. The Sallie Mae Fund donated $1 million to food banks. In addition, Sallie Mae awarded 4 high school and college graduates $25,000 apiece. As of May 6, between corporate donations, individual donations, and their employee matching program, Kronos has raised nearly $2 million for these initiatives. Kronos also partnered with an Indianapolis-based business, The Shop, to purchase indie t-shirts for team members, the proceeds from which go to support local hospitality and restaurant industry workers. 6 Feet Up has looked for ways to bring people together virtually. 6 Feet Up developed LoudSwarm, a truly immersive virtual event platform that puts participants in control of their own virtual experience. IU Health quickly created a virtual screening platform that has enabled more than 45,000 Hoosiers to receive information about the symptoms of COVID-19. IU Health's pathology lab was the first health system laboratory to provide tests for COVID-19. Girl Scouts of Central Indiana kicked off Living the GLS Law campaign. It was used to inspire girls to be a force of good. In total, girls donated 83,000 packages of Girl Scout cookies to first responders, hospitals, and food banks. Women in High Tech knew it was crucial to continue to support and engage our sponsors, members, partners, and friends during the COVID-19 pandemic. Rather than cancel events that were traditionally in-person only, Women in High Tech moved those events to be virtual and added additional virtual events to provide support and connection to the community. We honor our sponsors, members, colleagues, partners, and friends in the Indiana STEM community that are working on the front lines to keep our country safe and healthy at this unprecedented time. For all of those who make a difference for others, thank you. We are in this together.
On behalf of the Women in High Tech Board of Directors, our hearts go out to all those affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. We also thank all of our sponsors, partners, and friends in the Indiana STEM community for their tireless work to sustain our community during the pandemic. Thank you. I would also like to take a moment to thank our all-volunteer working board of directors and emeritus members for generously giving their time, talents, and treasures to Women in High Tech's mission. Thanks, too, for inspiring, encouraging, and modeling for future generations of female STEM leaders. Your contributions truly make a difference for all Indiana women in STEM. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. In addition, I would like to acknowledge Women in High Tech's many annual corporate and collegiate sponsors, as well as our Leading Light Awards, scholarship, and grant sponsors. And a big shout out to LoudSwarm for this amazing event platform that we're all connecting through tonight. To all our sponsors, your continued generosity and support allow Women in High Tech to advance our mission. Your help also continues to make a huge impact in our STEM community for both our female STEM professionals and our K-12 and collegiate young ladies. Thank you so much. And I have to give a special shout out to Women in High Tech's Leading Light Awards Committee, led by our LLA Director, Lauren Andrews. This team has been working since last year to create this special event, and they've quickly pivoted and thought of every detail to make this a virtual evening to remember. Thank you to our board members, emeritus members, and our member volunteers, and our community partners for your outstanding work on this first ever virtual LLA. Without you, we could have never done this. Now, as we like to say at Women in High Tech, teamwork makes the dream work. Sarah, what's up next?
This year's Leading Light Awards theme, Equity Inclusion, was selected by Women in High Tech last summer, and they couldn't have chosen a more important, critical, or timely focus for this signature biennial event. As you'll learn in this next video, Women in High Tech has been intentional and committed to take action. The goal is to create more diversity, equity, and inclusion within their own organization and the Indiana STEM community as a whole. It began with an acknowledgement of the disparities and privilege amongst women in STEM. Let's watch a vignette highlight Women in High Tech's organizational growth and evolution on equity and inclusion.
In 2017, the Women in High Tech Board of Directors recognized an opportunity to do better. We recognized the need to be intentional, committed, and to take action to better support, encourage, and engage our diverse female STEM professionals, colleagues, partners, peers, and friends including diverse collegiate and K-12 girls. As such, the Women in High Tech Board unanimously approved what is now our current mission statement. Women in High Tech exists to change the landscape of women represented in STEM to be equally inclusive to all. Since then, Women in High Tech has reviewed and revised our processes and programming, including scholarship applications, judging processes, collegiate outreach initiatives, community outreach, event panelist selection processes, partnership initiatives, and board recruitment and selection processes to be more equitable and inclusive to all women in STEM in Indiana. In June of 2019, Women in High Tech elected our first African American president, Angela B. Friedman. Angela, our current past president, would like to share what leading women in high tech means to her and her hope for the future of the organization.
As the first diverse and African American president of Women in High Tech, I am so pleased to see this organization grow to the point that they value and see the importance of diversity, equity, and inclusion, not just in our Indiana STEM community, but also in our organization as well. It is my hope that as the first president, that I'm certainly not the last, and that this organization continues to recognize STEM talent and diverse people in our community and in our membership, and supports and champions them to leadership in our organization. Because I certainly recognize and appreciate that this has truly been one of the biggest honors of my life, and I thank you all for the support during my time as presidency and ongoing well beyond 2020.
Under Angela's leadership, the board also unanimously approved, organized, financed, and attended a custom 2-day workshop in February of 2020 entitled Interrupting Racism for Our Children by Child Advocates. Notably, in July of 2020, the current board of directors was unanimously elected, which is the most diverse board in Women in High Tech's 21-year-old history, by age, gender, ethnicity, or race, STEM expertise, professional experience, and so much more. Women in High Tech has enhanced existing programming, as well as created new programming to advance equity and inclusion for women and girls in STEM in Indiana, including Women in High Tech's special edition Executive Women's Forum entitled A Double Whammy or Triple Threat, The Disparity of Diversity Amongst Women in STEM, Parts 1 and 2.
Because when we say speaking English, there's different way we speak English in this country. You come from a different region, you speak differently. You have different accent. So there's different privileges. Use them to make sure that get others to listen to you and hire your research assistant or create opportunity for those students themselves.
So for me, feedback is extremely important. Being involved in diversity and inclusion, everyone takes feedback differently. And so for me, it's really important that I ensure that all levels of the organization are getting feedback. I'm giving it, I'm asking for it. Also making sure that maybe individuals in diverse populations, that some groups aren't as comfortable with giving feedback, to make sure that those individuals definitely are getting feedback and feel like their voice is being heard, that they're giving clear examples of what it is that they should do in order to improve.
As we went forward, I became his coach in what was below the line. And in fact, we'd be in meetings and it'd be like, don't say that, don't say that. But then also he helped me grow in how to be effective in a research environment. So I in no way would justify what was said, but I think what I wanted you to take away from here was, one, I really wanted to hear the information. So sometimes if you go off too quickly, you don't get the information, you get the defensiveness. So I allowed the information to come out, and then I had the opportunity to address the inappropriateness of that comment, and to let him know that in no way do I accept you talking to me like this or treating me in this way.
people remember how you make them feel. And so I think in organizations, there has to be a genuine commitment to want people to bring their best, and people seeing that value, and then that becomes the fiber that makes up an organization. And when we as women are affiliated with organizations that really believe in that, we thrive.
I have these biases as well. You do too. I think the best thing we can do is not just as organizations, but just as individuals, is challenge those. So we really have to say, okay, Amy, what are we looking for here? And do I have a bias that I need to be aware of? And it's okay to have an uncomfortable conversation and say, do you have a bias? I think you have to have a trust level with people to kind of push back and ask those questions, but they are critical to ask. They're very important to ask. We will not push this agenda forward of having equitable workplaces and increasing diversity and inclusion and making it worthwhile if we aren't asking those tough questions.
Additional programming created with the intention of advancing equity and inclusion for all include Women in High Tech's annual Operation All Male Allies event, Passport to High Tech, and Ignite Your Superpower, or IYS, which is an event to engage and inspire diverse middle school girls to pursue an interest in STEM through modeling and hands-on STEM activities. Women in High Tech also has partnered with many other Indiana organizations to create and support programming focused on equity and inclusion in STEM, including the Girl Scouts, the Indy CIO Network, Every Girl Can STEM, Executive Women in Finance, AIS, Beltec Logics, Roche, Ivy Tech, Connor Prairie, and IWIT. Now, Women in High Tech President Rebecca Borman would like to share a few words about the future of women in high tech and the organization's mission.
Women in High Tech is pleased with the positive change to advance diversity, equity, and inclusion that is evident within our organization and for so many more Indiana women and girls in STEM. We also recognize that the work for true equity and inclusion is far from done. Despite our current challenges, Women in High Tech remains committed, strategic, and actionable to further our mission to make STEM equally inclusive to all and to serve you, our members, sponsors, partners, and friends in the Indiana STEM community. We are incredibly proud of our work to advance equity and inclusion for all women in the STEM fields. We hope it inspires you to do the same in your own spheres of personal and professional influence. Now, I think it's time to learn who this year's Leading Light Award recipients are. Sarah?
Yes, Rebecca, let's get the awards portion of our program started. Women in High Tech's Leading Light Awards were designed to honor and celebrate the achievement of Indiana women in STEM. We'll recognize 13 people who have made great impact, improvement, and innovations in their industries. Women in High Tech is also thrilled to introduce 2 new awards this year, honoring our diversity, equity, and inclusion champions and male allies. Let's find out who our first recipient is.
Capitalizing off of our event theme, we'll begin with one of our new awards, Women in High Tech's Equity and Inclusion Champion Award. Nominees for this award demonstrated a long-term commitment, sustainable efforts, and significant impact to mentor, recognize, champion, and promote diverse female students or personnel in STEM. They implemented programs, changed policies, and established metrics. They ensured that more qualified, diverse women are empowered to have a seat and a voice at the table. For this new Leading Light Award category, as Women in High Tech has done for past new awards, we've selected an honorary recipient of the Equity and Inclusion Champion Award. The honorary Women in High Tech Equity and Inclusion Champion Leading Light Award goes to our very own Angela B. Freeman. Angela embodies all of the award qualities day in and day out and is a true advocate for equity and inclusion for all. She has spearheaded many of the major advancements for equity and inclusion within our organization, as well as throughout her career and personal life. Congratulations, Angela.
So one of the things that I am extremely proud of is that in all the organizations that I have dedicated myself, either professionally or philanthropically, including Eli Lilly and Company, Barnes and Thornburg, and now Women in High Tech, I have also been formally recognized as a diversity, equity, and inclusion champion. And for me, that is extremely important because it means beyond my technical expertise, I've somehow managed to improve the culture of those organizations in a way that will last well beyond my tenure there. And for me, when I look back on my professional career, what I want, the impact I want to have, that's the impact I want to have. So that makes me extremely proud and extremely excited about what I've been able to do at all the organizations that I've been involved, including Women in High Tech. I am so proud and humbled to receive this honorary award. It has truly been one of the biggest honors and privileges of my life as an African-American woman and the first diverse president to help lead Women in High Tech into an era where diversity, equity, and inclusion of all has become a cornerstone value for this organization. Especially now, as I enjoy my 7th and final year on the Women in High Tech Board of Directors, I am extremely proud of the growth, direction, and trajectory of this organization and the influence it has had and will continue to have in Indiana's STEM community under Rebecca's leadership and well beyond 2020. Thank you so much to all who have supported me and my work with Women in High Tech. I will forever be truly and sincerely grateful. Now, on behalf of Women in High Tech, we'd like to celebrate our inaugural Equity and Inclusion Champion Award recipient, nominated by you, our STEM community, and selected by our judging committee. The inaugural Women in High Tech Equity and Inclusion Champion Leading Light Award goes to Erica Diebold. Erica was the first transgender employee at Roche in Indianapolis and faced significant internal backlash for her decision to manifest her true self. She met these reactions with courage, sharing her unique perspective on the challenges of womanhood and resolving to do all she could to eliminate those very challenges. She has built increased allyship for women and members of the LGBTQ+ community at Roche and in the local community, including developing allyship training. Congratulations, Erica.
So equity and inclusion is really a passion of mine. Even for me being transgender, I know that overall the STEM community and in colleges and even in high school tend to be white male oriented. And that although kids start to go in that path, they don't feel included and welcome there. And that a lot of them end up, even if they get their degree, they end up switching to a non-STEM degree or using their degree in a little bit different fashion. So I think diversity and inclusion, if we can push that not only at companies like mine who are really strong proponents of that and allow equity and inclusion, but get that in universities also so that students there learn what that all is all about and how to be really good people to one another so that everybody feels like they belong there, not that they're an outsider. And I felt like an outsider for almost 5 decades until I finally came out at Roche as who I am. And I'd like to help other people do that also.
Congratulations, Angela and Erica. Hello, I'm Susan Vaughn, Women in High Tech Active Emeritus Board Member. I'm also the CEO at the Project Authority. I'm excited to introduce Women in High Tech's second new award category to focus on equity and inclusion, our Operation All Male Allies Award. Similar to Women in High Tech's annual Operation All Male Allies Professional Development event, this new award was designed to elevate and empower our male allies in STEM leadership. Male nominees in this category have demonstrated a long-term commitment to allyship for women or girls in STEM. They also showed tangible efforts and significant impact to mentor, recognize, champion,
and promote female students, peers, or employees. Each nominee has been an ally for multiple women or girls in a way that is recognized to have positively changed the trajectory or opportunities provided by their STEM career. Again, Women in High Tech selected an honorary recipient for the new Operational Male Allies Award, which goes to a gentleman who has been supporting this organization since the beginning. The honorary Women in High Tech Operational Male Allies Leading Light Award goes to Gary Dick. Gary attended our very first Spotlight Award in 2000 and has been continuously promoting women in high tech and numerous other female STEM organizations and professionals. He is an avid supporter, champion, and ally for women in high tech and for all women and girls in STEM. Congratulations, Gary.
Role models have been created over time by organizations like Women in High Tech, and I think we're beginning to see that those role models make a difference on young girls as they begin, on parents understanding the opportunities for girls and women in STEM and STEM-related fields. So I think it's that momentum that's behind it, because if Indiana is truly going to be a success going forward, workforce is just a critical component, and having more women in the workforce, in particular in the high-paying jobs, STEM-related careers, really important, and important to the talent level overall of the workforce. To not just have part of a workforce represented, but to have gender equity, gender pay equity, those types of things that are such big issues all over the country, and in particular here in Indiana. To solve those issues is important to do, says a lot about your state and your workforce. And as we attempt to grow the economy, and to not only keep people here, keep talent here, but attract talent to Indiana, those issues have to be front and center. And to have organizations like Women in High Tech and others addressing those issues, I think makes a statement about Indiana.
Congratulations, Gary, and thank you for your continued support and all you do to advance Women in High Tech's mission. Hello, I'm Ben Phillips, Treasurer of Women in High Tech. I am also a director within the IT audit practice at public accounting and consulting firm Katz, Sapper & Miller. We'd now like to celebrate our inaugural Women in High Tech Operational Male Allies Award recipient, nominated by you, the Indiana STEM community, and selected by our judging community. The inaugural Women in High Tech Operational Male Allies Leading Light Award goes to Lamont Hatcher. Lamont is the CEO of AIS, where he has intentionally recruited a strong, diverse team of women and men. He is an ally in every way capable. Outside his involvement with Women in High Tech, he serves on the board for both the Greater Indy Habitat for Humanity and Morning Light, Inc. He also mentors young African-American men through 100 Black Men, as well as many women in the technology field. Overall, Lamont is committed with passion to being a friend, mentor, and servant to others. Congratulations, Lamont.
What fuels my passion is three different things. One is my mom, who was the ultimate cheerleader that kind of motivated you to do things that you normally wouldn't have done before. Second was my huge mentor, my first boss, Rebecca Goldberg, who really brought in a young, know-it-all consultant and really taught me about business. And third would be my daughter. Just want to make sure that I'm providing a better world that provides her the same opportunities as her male counterparts. I once read in Forbes that companies run by women maintain about a 35% ROI. If Indiana truly wants to compete on a national or even global level, women must be a part of that plan.
Congratulations, Gary and Lamont. Thank you both for being exceptional leaders and allies to women and girls in STEM. Good evening, everyone. My name is Darcy Lee.
I'm the Director of Sales at AIS. I'm also a former president and current active emeritus member of the Board of Directors for Women in High Tech. Mentoring is an important aspect of career development. Women in High Tech's Mentor Me Award recognizes a female nominee who has exhibited a commitment to the encouragement and advancement of women in STEM in Indiana. She has fostered their intellectual, creative, and professional growth. She has served as a positive role model for others. The Women in High Tech Mentor Me Leading Light Award goes to Heather Jones. Heather is a selfless leader and an accomplished biochemical engineer in the field of fermentation at Corteva Agriscience. Her mentoring impact spans across ages, from young children to college students to science professionals. Her approachable demeanor, articulate communication style, and her own success as a scientist, engineer, and a leader make her an effective mentor and inspirational role model for young women. Congratulations, Heather.
I have had the privilege to have amazing mentors and coaches myself, and so I want to pay that forward by helping shape the next generation of scientists, engineers, and leaders in STEM careers. And I've had the good fortune through my outreach to start to see the payback coming back in terms of having students and young women reach out to me to learn more about careers in agriculture, biotechnology, and engineering, and have serious conversations about how they can pursue that. We're also very excited to see that as jobs are posted within my work group, that we are seeing highly qualified and capable female candidates applying, which is helping to push the needle in a positive direction in terms of gender equity in my work group and within my company.
Congratulations, Heather, and thank you for your dedication and commitment to advancing women and girls in STEM through mentoring. Hello, my name is Joy Neely, and I'm the Corporate Engagement Director for Women in High Tech. I'm also the Central Area Regional Business Manager for Diagnostic Information Solutions, part of Roche Diagnostics. Up next is Women in High Tech's Leadership Award. This award recognizes a female nominee who has increased effectiveness of women in STEM through outstanding leadership, advocacy, and social contributions in her organization or the broader community. She's demonstrated the ability to motivate and energize, to build successful teams, create an inspiring vision of the future, and deliver on promises. The Women in High Tech Leadership Leading a Light Award goes to Christine McDonnell. Congrats, Christine. Christine is the co-founder and CEO of Codalicious, a K-12 SaaS education technology company. She knew there had to be a way to get computer science to more students, especially girls, and when she didn't see the solution readily available, she decided to create one. She's also used her extensive network to create the Confidence Builders program, where young girls are given opportunities to interview influential women. She manifests empathy and care for every employee, student, and fellow human that she connects with. Congrats, Christine.
So I'm most proud of being in an opportunity where I can lead a company like Codalicious. I believe that our experiences benefit us in ways that we don't even know that they're benefiting us. So whether it's a challenge that we overcame, an opportunity that we took, not knowing which way it would take us, all of those impact who we are and what we can give back. And to be here at this point in time and reflect on the perseverance, the critical thinking, the problem solving that got me here, and it was where I am today, and the ability to give that back to young women and girls who are experiencing their own journey in STEM today excites me and fuels the passion that I have for this. So at Codalicious, we have a guiding principle, which is treat everyone as your peer. Everyone has a voice, and including a diverse set of voices impacts a more powerful decision. We are all smarter together than we are individually. And so by listening to those voices and respecting the value and perspective that they bring makes the outcome of that listening even stronger.
Congratulations, Christine, and thank you for your leadership, which is making an impact to advance women in STEM. Hello, I am Kelly Sandstrom, Women in High Tech Secretary. I am also manager of the Project Management Office at digital marketing consultancy, LEV. Next, we are excited to celebrate a courageous woman in STEM willing to take risks. For our Risk Taker Award, female nominees demonstrated courage in promoting purposeful change for which success was not guaranteed. The nominees pursued innovation focused on STEM-related products, services, or ideas in the face of personal or professional sacrifice. The Women in High Tech Risk Taker Leading Light Award goes to Teresa Plummer. Teresa has been integral to the success of the Sallie Mae Technology Department for over 14 years. She has worked her way from program manager to director of IT governance and delivery services. Leading the company's agile transformation, she purposefully did not implement hard and fast rules, but designed a process that, given a chance, would evolve over time, trusting people to do what is right. Congratulations, Teresa.
It's always been my desire to lead by example, and I have a daughter who's studying biomedical engineering at Purdue University, and I just hope that I can demonstrate through my career that women can be successful in STEM. So what fuels my passion for STEM is variety, I think. I actually started out in a leadership role in marketing at the beginning of my career, and as I started a family, it was my desire to step back a little bit and obtain a better work-life balance, and so I was offered a unique role as a part-time IT project manager for General Motors, and since then I have had the experience of a variety of roles in IT with a variety of experiences. And I think that's what I like the most. There's a lot of challenges, there's different perspectives, different opportunities, if you will, and every day is different. It doesn't get stale, and everybody brings something different to the table. Women in general have traditionally been underrepresented in the fields of STEM, and I think it's events like this and organizations like Women in High Tech that let women know that they belong here and they can excel in the STEM fields.
Congratulations, Teresa, and thank you for your courage and sacrifice in the name of innovation in STEM. Hello, I'm Carol Gons, Women in High Tech Director of Membership Administration. I'm also Director of Client Experience at 6 Feet Up. I'm excited to introduce you to our next award recipient, a young leader already making an impact in STEM. Nominees in the Rising Star category demonstrated exceptional and substantive achievements early in their professional STEM career and show much promise for future contributions. The Women in High Tech Rising Star Leading Light Award goes to Shilpi Bhargav. Shilpi is the global head of requirements modeling at Roche Diabetes Group, where she's transformed her team's global documentation system and quickly risen in a leadership role. While pursuing her master's in biology at IUPUI, she was also instrumental in Project Lead the Way, a program dedicated to retaining STEM students and reducing Indiana's brain drain. Congratulations, Shilpi.
So as I've progressed in my career, I've really tried to bring women with me, whether it's trying to really give them opportunities on a global scale. So Roche is a huge company, and sometimes you can feel really lost within it, but part of it is just identifying opportunities, right? So sometimes you see this idea of the same people get the same types of opportunities, and part of that is either you have vocalized an interest or somebody has seen a talent within you to sort of pull that out of you a little bit. So I've done my best to do that. I think that mentoring, both being a mentee and mentoring other women is sort of how I've tried to promote not only the fact that women in science are a huge presence in Indiana, but there's a creativity in science that I think women especially have a real talent for. And there are jobs and opportunities that they don't sometimes go for simply because they haven't seen someone like them in those, and that really isn't a barrier that should be there for them. So anytime we see one of those, we try and pull that aside and try and figure out a way to sort of get rid of that roadblock, and I've done my best to do that.
Congratulations, Shilpi, and thank you for the impact you are making in STEM. Hello, I am Allison Lips, Women in High Tech Director of Community Outreach. I am also the Research Operations Coordinator at Indiana Hemophilia and Thrombosis Center. Our next award recipient has inspired us. Female nominees for the You Inspire Us Award have demonstrated success in inspiring others in STEM to look beyond their own horizons and set professional and personal goals that exceed those originally conceived. Based on her advocacy, leadership, presence, and visibility in the community, she has advanced STEM in Indiana and inspires us all to push the limits. The Women in High Tech You Inspire Us Leading Light Award goes to Rupal Thonawala. Rupal's professional excellence stems from the value and improvements that she cultivates within the companies and organizations that she serves, building world-class innovative solutions for customers, positioning digital transformation as a value creator, fostering diverse and inclusive team culture, and building a pipeline of future workforce for the tech industry is just a day in the life of Rupal. Congratulations, Rupal.
We bring lots of skills that otherwise individuals could be missing out. So where I see an opportunity for Indiana is that Indiana, here we are. We have this hundreds and thousands of young women who are bringing their intellect and intelligence to share. So let's take that opportunity and make Indiana a better place. I'm very proud of my next step as tech editor for Indianapolis Recorder, where I have an opportunity to be the voice and use my voice to influence hundreds and thousands of young girls and women and even minority individuals who otherwise were not given the opportunity to learn about this career, and I want to be a role model for them.
Congratulations, Rupal, and thank you for being an inspiration to women and girls in STEM. Hello, I'm Dr. Marie Alvin Gaston, Women High Tech Director of Networking. I am an advisor at Medicine's Innovation Hub, Talent Develop Academy at Eli Lilly and Company. Our next award celebrates women who inspire, encourage, and teach our girls about all the possibilities in the world of the STEM. This is critical to continue to advance equity and inclusion in the STEM fields. Nominees for this outstanding educator in STEM have made a significant impact on the lives of their students and demonstrated excellence in teaching engaging programs that promote students' interest, success, and leadership in STEM. The Women in High Tech Outstanding Educator in STEM Leading Light Award goes to Kiana Warren. Kiana goes above and beyond as the founding principal of Purdue Polytechnic High School North, a school to help students achieve success. She has led fearlessly in creating an unbiased space for young women in STEM at the school, and the result of her actions is that young women are being affirmed and demanding equal opportunity in the classroom. Her passion extends to her staff, where she has protected the rights of working mothers on her teams. Congratulations, Kiana.
What really fueled my passion is just my love for math, science, engineering, technology at a young age. I remember when I was in the 7th grade, I walked into my advanced math class and there was a male student in my class who said, "You know, this is advanced math." The student was insinuating that I was in the wrong class. And I can only assume it's because of how I look, because I didn't know the student. And that right away made me more determined than ever to make sure that when situations happen like that, women have the confidence to persist in those fields. I have a sister who's a data scientist. My father's an actuary. So STEM is kind of in our blood. And I think I was fortunate enough to have parents who instilled in me the confidence, but not all girls get that. And so I want to make sure that's possible for more women. I'm really proud of this school that we launched that has given many students the opportunity to explore STEM in a non-traditional way. There's a lot of students who have superpowers that they're unaware of, and sometimes you have to unlock that because potential doesn't always look the same for all students. So I'm really just proud of the fact that we've been able to work with underserved communities to get them interested and excited about STEM and excited about my university, Purdue.
Congratulations, Kiana. Thank you for your passion and dedication to teaching STEM to our future female STEM leaders. Hello, my name is Lori Boyer, and I'm the Communications Director for Women in High Tech. I'm also a software engineer at Barnes & Thornburg. We celebrate our next award recipient for her outstanding achievement in STEM. Female nominees for this award have promoted or provided significant value or innovation and have made outstanding and noteworthy contributions in a STEM field. The Women in High Tech Outstanding Achievement in STEM Leading Light Award goes to Mary Lee Gambone. Mary Lee's steady rise within Rolls-Royce as materials technology specialist was possible due to her setting and maintaining high standards for herself and her colleagues. Mary's guidance and collaborative work with her global colleagues as head of materials engineering has redefined her team thanks to her achievement and continuance of lifelong learning across engineering disciplines. Congratulations, Mary Lee.
I've been able to create an environment where a head of materials engineering, so a head of engineering at a major corporation in Indianapolis can be a woman, and that's normal. That's something that could be expected, and that I can encourage the people who see me and might see me as a mentor or an example to achieve what I've achieved and even greater than I've achieved. It's always been the thing that I'm really proud of. And I think when I look at my team, you know, I lead a team of more than 100 materials engineers at Rolls-Royce. And I'm just really proud. It's a very diverse team. We have the highest percentage of women engineers of any of the engineering groups at Rolls-Royce. And I have women in every level of management, and one of the few women fellows at Rolls-Royce is in my organization. And I'm just really proud that we have a very diverse and accomplished and capable team of materials engineers. And I feel like I've helped to create that, and that's where I'm very proud.
Congratulations, Mary Lee, and thank you for the impact you've made in STEM. Good evening. I'm Linda Calvin, Women in High Tech Director of the Executive Women's Forums. I'm also the Vice President of the School of IT at Ivy Tech Community College. Our last Leading Light Award for this evening was introduced in 2018 and was created in honor of Women in High Tech's founding member, Joe Basie, the honorary recipient of the Change the Landscape Award. We are delighted to share that Joe is still a very involved emeritus board member, and I'm sure she is joining us today virtually from Bloomington, Indiana. The female nominees for this award have made significant impact to positively change the landscape of one or more workplace environments. They made it easier to recognize, promote, and champion women in STEM to leadership positions and have ensured that multiple qualified female candidates have a seat and a voice at the table. The Women in High Tech Change the Landscape Leading Light Award goes to Audrey Taylor. Audrey has spent 30 years giving herself to make Indiana a better place in which to live, work, and raise a family. At her company, NetLogix, Audrey has focused on creating an organization that's diverse by design, by implementing inclusive hiring practices and ensuring all voices are heard and honored. She served in a variety of leadership roles for women in high tech and has provided an example of excellence to countless women of all ages. Her presence and talents have single-handedly transformed the Indiana STEM landscape. Congratulations, Audrey.
While I'm very proud of having a company and that the company has been successful, I think personally I've found my relationship with women in high tech has offered me unique opportunities to celebrate women's success and push other people forward. From handing out scholarships when I was president of the organization to diverse women who were going to change Indiana, from Rose Hullman, IUPUI and Purdue, they're going to go on and make our city a better place. Additionally, the Ignite Your Superpower offers a unique opportunity to set middle school girls on a path to success by making available to them careers that they didn't know existed and seeing women who are in those careers. If you can see it, you can be it, and that program has made a big difference and will continue to be successful.
Congratulations, Audrey, and thank you for the impact you've made through your service to women in high tech and so many other organizations that has positively changed the landscape of the greater Indiana STEM community. Historically, the Barnes & Thornburg High Tech Woman of the Year Award was established to recognize our law firm as one of the most outstanding, tenured, and dedicated sponsors of women in high tech since its inception 21 years ago. And we've continuously hosted most of Women in High Tech's monthly board meetings, programs, and events until the pandemic of 2020. However, with the accelerated growth of Women in High Tech, Barnes & Thornburg is now only one of 3 common sponsors of the organization. As such, we've decided that this will be the final year of the Barnes & Thornburg High Tech Woman of the Year Award. And there's no one better to recognize than TONI HICKEY. TONI is the Deputy General Counsel and Chief of Intellectual Property, or IP Counsel, at Cummins Incorporated, where she leads her global legal team to ensure that the company's IP assets, particularly patents and trademarks, are protected and drive profitability for the company. Importantly, and consistent with our theme of equity and inclusion, TONI is unapologetic in ensuring that her internal and outside legal counsel teams are diverse, inclusive, and are empowered to lead. Admittedly, I'm a beneficiary of TONI's championship as a diverse female IP attorney, and I've witnessed her exemplary leadership in this space. As such, it is my pleasure to recognize TONI HICKEY as the 2020 Barnes & Thornburg High Tech Woman of the Year. Congratulations, TONI.
From my perspective, and I'm very passionate about this, equity and inclusion in STEM fields in Indiana is important for one reason: opportunity. If you look at all the data that is available, it shows that by 2022, there will be 9 million more jobs in the STEM fields. But yet women in STEM careers represent less than 15% of those jobs. To me, it's opportunity. Opportunity for ourselves, opportunity for our families, opportunity for our kids, to ensure that women have a path to be present in the STEM fields and provide for their children and their families. And that's very important for the state of Indiana, and we should not be willing to not be active in getting more women into the pipeline.
Congratulations again, TONI, and thank you for the impact you're making for women in the STEM and legal communities. I am Linda Hicks, President-elect of Women in High Tech, and I'm also the Vice President of Midwest Operations for National Environmental Consulting Company, ECC Horizon. I want to congratulate all of the 2020 Leading Light Award recipients and nominees. The Indiana STEM community honors and thanks you for the impact each of you is making for others, and we celebrate and congratulate you for the major influence, accomplishments, and innovation you've made in the fields of science, technology, engineering, and math. And we thank you for your commitment and for the advancements you've made for equity and inclusion for all women in STEM. Now, before we begin the scholarship and grant award presentations, on behalf of the Women in High Tech Board of Directors, I'd like to take a moment to thank this year's judges. Please check out these amazing folks highlighted in our program, which can be found in the digital swag bag on the left-hand side of the Loud Swarm event platform. With so many amazing award nominees and equally amazing scholarship and grant applicants, we appreciate that judging was a really tough job this year. So we want to thank you for generously sharing your time and talents with Women in High Tech. We so appreciate everything you did. Sarah, back to you.
Investing in the future is a long-held tradition of Women in High Tech. 20% of the organization's total corporate sponsorship funding is allocated to the Women in High Tech Scholarship Fund. Women in High Tech also created the hashtag LLA 20 for 20 campaign with the goal of raising an additional $20,000 to award in scholarship and grants tonight. They have blown that goal away. Tonight, Women in High Tech will award over $50,000 in scholarships and grants to women and girls in Indiana pursuing an education in STEM. We are excited to share that this is the largest amount of scholarships and grants awarded in Women in High Tech's 21-year history. Also new this year, Women in High Tech is introducing the hashtag #InThisTogether Scholarship, the first ever fully member-funded Women in High Tech scholarship. Because of member donations alone, the recipient of the hashtag #InThisTogether Scholarship will receive thousands in STEM support, and we're still accepting donations until October 15th, 2020. Rebecca, I can't wait to hear who will receive this scholarship.
Thank you, Sarah. We are beyond delighted to have this opportunity to support future generations of female STEM students in this way. And we couldn't have done it without our corporate, collegiate, and LLA sponsors. Sincere appreciation to all of our sponsors for your continued support. And a special thank you to all of our members who contributed to the In This Together Scholarship. Because of you, today an additional young woman is receiving a scholarship to pursue her dreams in STEM. Before we announce and celebrate our 17 Women in High Tech Leading Light Award scholarship and grant recipients, I would first like to announce the addition of a second new scholarship to this year's program. As I mentioned earlier, we have a little surprise for the very first Spotlight Award winners. These 5 women, Laura Larimer, Carol Curran, Dr. Catherine Ulmer, Dr. Elsira Villarreal, and Amy Conrad Warner were recognized at the 2000 Spotlight Awards for their boldness, brilliance, innovations, and advancements in STEM. Over the past 20 years, these women have independently continued to lead, innovate, inspire, mentor, and blaze trails for women and girls in their respective STEM fields. In honor of the incredible legacy established by these 5 female STEM leaders, Women in High Tech has created the Rare Nickel Scholarship. This is a $5,000 scholarship awarded to the overall top graduate or undergraduate female STEM student determined by our judging committee. Thank you, ladies, for all you've done to establish a unique legacy of STEM leadership over the last 2 decades. Women in High Tech is recognizing you and your contributions and paying them forward for the inaugural Rare Nickel Scholarship. Now, it's almost time to announce the recipients of the Rare Nickel, In This Together, and 15 other Women in High Tech and Partner Scholarship and Grants. First, a few words from Women in High Tech's Collegiate Outreach Director.
evening. My name is Mary Beth Lavanino. I am Executive Director of Compliance and Privacy for Indiana University Health Plans and the Collegiate Outreach Director for Women in High Tech. I am very humbled to introduce these amazing women who were selected as this year's Leading Light Awards scholarship and grant recipients. This year we are awarding 17 scholarships and grants totaling over $55,000. Our judging panel for these awards consisted of 25 distinguished women and men representing a variety of STEM professions and industries. They generously gave their time and talent to carefully evaluate candidates on STEM career achievement, overall academic achievement, community service and extracurricular activities and achievement, and finally, perseverance and grit. We received nearly 100 applications from women representing 14 Indiana high schools and 23 colleges, universities, and coding academies located in Indiana communities from South Bend to Evansville, Terre Haute to Muncie, and everywhere in between. Finally, in recognition of our equity and inclusion theme this year, I'd like to share that just over half, 53%, of our applicants identified as women of color. Their journeys into STEM fields as females in male-dominated studies and professions are truly astounding. We honor all the applicants' stories of perseverance and grit, but most of all, tonight, we honor these women who have been selected as Leading Light Awards grant and scholarship recipients. Let's meet them now.
Hi, my name is Marielle Barron, and I want to thank Women in High Tech for the Rare Nickel Scholarship. I'm currently a mechanical engineering student at Purdue pursuing my Bachelor of Science, and this scholarship will be a huge help towards my overall cost of attendance. If I had to have any advice for young women in STEM, it would be to stay supportive and bring others up. In male-dominated fields, it can feel very competitive towards our gender because it constantly feels like we're competing against the men, but we don't have to compete against each other. There's enough spots for all of us, and it's a lot easier for us to get ahead when we're working together. So thank you again.
I want to say thank you so much, and I am honored to be a recipient of the Women in High Tech 2020 Leading Light Awards and Scholarship Gala Overall Top Graduate Student Scholarship. My name is Tammy Brandon, and I'm a second-year doctoral student at Purdue University pursuing a PhD in environmental engineering. I intend to use this scholarship as a resource to continue pursuing my doctorate and doing the water quality research that matters to myself and my community so dearly. As a first-generation college student, member of the Turtle Mountain Band of Chippewa Indians community, and a woman, I have faced a unique set of challenges to get where I am today. I intend to inspire the next generation of scientists by continuing to participate in activities such as AmeriCorps, volunteering at local and regional science fairs, and being a member of the American Indian Science and Engineering Society. I believe that scientists should be judged based upon the quality of their science and not on their race, gender, financial status, culture, or upbringing. Thank you.
Thank you to the esteemed committee for selecting me as a recipient of Women in High Tech Leading Light Award this year. My name is Alice, and I am currently a sophomore at Anderson University pursuing my Bachelor in Mechanical Engineering and my minor in Global Business. Go Raven! This scholarship will provide me with the resources necessary to completely focus on my study. Being the first generation in my family to ever attend college, I've always aspired to give back to my community and help others with the same circumstances that I had while growing up in a single parent's household. I know that many other girls were currently struggling with the same burden I had to face. I hope that from my story, other girls won't let anyone rob them of their imagination, curiosity, and passion for scientific breakthrough. Once again, thank you so much for Women in High Tech for this amazing honor and all the special women in the STEM field for creating this opportunity and award for a student like me. Thank you so much. Yay!
I'm incredibly honored to be the recipient of the Women in High Tech overall top high school senior scholarship. My name is Dunia Lukaze, and I'm a freshman at Purdue University pursuing a bachelor's degree in computer science with a focus in human rights studies. This scholarship will allow me to advocate for young, underprivileged Muslim girls through my nonprofit organization, Muslim Women in Healthcare. My advice to other young women is to always know your worth. You are in control of your own destiny, not anyone else.
Thank you, Women in High Tech. Thank you so much. I'm honored to be the recipient of the $5,000 Professional Development Grant. My name is Shoma Mukhopadhyay. I'm an Associate Professor and Program Chair of Physical Sciences at Ivy Tech Community College, Lafayette. I teach different courses in chemistry. This scholarship will provide me the resources necessary to complete a Regulatory Affairs certificate at Purdue University. My passion for STEM activities was fueled through hands-on experiments shown by my father when I was very young. And to instill the same interest at an early age, I volunteer at several locations to engage kids so that it can spark a lasting desire to pursue a career in STEM fields. Thank you.
Thank you so much to the members of Women in High Tech for contributing to the In This Together scholarship, and I am honored to be the recipient. My name is LaJoy Robinson, and I'm a graduate student at Ball State University and pursuing a master's in Information and Communication Science. This scholarship will enable me to help pay for my courses while lessening the debt and financial strain as I am a teacher and mom of 4. Though I am a teacher, I am a lifelong learner. My advice to young women is to always continue to learn and to learn to love learning, not only in school, but even as you go further in life, as knowledge can open many doors and grant you many opportunities. Again, thank you to Women in High Tech for this opportunity.
Thank you, Women in High Tech, for this scholarship. I feel blessed and honored to be the recipient. My name is Lucy Ajayi. I am a junior at Western Governors University, pursuing my bachelor's degree in cybersecurity and information assurance. The generosity of this scholarship lifted a financial weight off my shoulders, allowing me to concentrate more on my studies and achieving my academic goals. My advice to young women is to look beyond their circumstances and situation. Have a mental video of having your dream STEM job and living your dream life. This will always boost your courage on days you feel like giving up. Thank you again, Women in High Tech.
Thank you, Women in High Tech and the Leading Lights Awards. It is an honor and a privilege to be given this incredible opportunity. I am so honored to be amongst the finalists and am overjoyed to actually be a winner. Thank you so much. My name is Jennifer Fleming, and I will be a master's student studying to earn my degree in health and informatics. This scholarship will provide me with the resources that I need to begin working towards my master's while still maintaining my other responsibilities. My passions for a job in STEM comes from an untraditional setting, as I am a non-traditional student. I learned to code in prison and against all odds, have with diligent tenacity begun to make myself a success. Being successful is important for 2 reasons. 1, because I never want to go back to the life I once lived. And 2, because there are many who will come after me that will need someone to have broken the stigma that surrounds the previously incarcerated. I am committed to not only breaking the stigma, but also to reaching a hand back to help as many as I can along their journey to a different, more productive way of life. This will help to make my passions a reality. Once again, thank you so much, Women in High Tech and Leading Lights.
Hello, my name is Jordan Blakey. I'm a junior at DePaul University, pursuing a bachelor's degree in computer science. First of all, I want to thank Women in High Tech for this scholarship. I really appreciate it. This scholarship will allow me to live on campus and continue to learn in a resource-filled environment. However, pursuing computer science is not always easy. I worry a lot about my future, and sometimes that worry can collide with my academics and what I'm currently doing on campus. So this scholarship will really allow me to alleviate the worry that I feel. So once again, thank you for the scholarship, and I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much. I am both excited and honored to be the recipient of the Women in iTech 2020 Leading Lights Award and Scholarship Gala. I am expected to be receiving $1,500 Ivy Tech Scholarship. I am Fatima Amatosha, and I am a biology major at Ivy Tech Community College. I am pursuing an associate in science towards my long-term goal, which is to be a surgeon. The scholarship helps alleviate the financial struggle that comes with pursuing a post-secondary education in America. To females out there unsure of a career path, the science, technology, engineering, and mathematics is probably a way to start. It sounds overwhelming and intimidating, but the STEM field can be really fun and exciting. Try it out. Once again, thank you to the Women in iTech for this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I am highly honored to be a recipient of the Women and High Tech Scholarship Award. My name is Eunice Macharia. I am a senior at Ivy Tech Community College, currently pursuing database and management and administration degree. This scholarship will provide me resources to complete my final year and classes. My advice to the young women is to continue pursuing their dreams and to keep on working hard, because eventually hard work pays. Thank you so much again.
Thank you so much. I'm so honored to be the recipient of the Bell Technologics Scholarship this year. My name is Yuksuka Sajja, and I'm pursuing a bachelor's in cybersecurity at Purdue University. Some advice I'd give to other young women pursuing a career in the STEM field would be to never give up and always keep going. Your destiny is in your hands alone, and you are the only one who can work hard to overcome any obstacles or challenges you face. You need to remember all that you've done to come to the stage that you are at now, and don't let what anybody says affect you, and keep going.
I'm honored to be the recipient of the Women in iTech 2020 Leading Lights Award and Scholarship Gala. I'll be receiving the Sallie Mae $2,500 scholarship. My name is Bomi Anifowoshe. I'm a prospective freshman at IUPUI, pursuing a bachelor's degree in biology BS. I've had to overcome the challenges of losing a parent at a young age, relocating to a new country to start a new life, and trying to keep excellent grade. I responded to these challenges by excelling in the way I know how to. To women who might be experiencing similar challenges, you've got this. You've got it all under control. I'll use this scholarship money to assist in my tuition payment so I can have more time to focus on academics. Thank you once again.
Thank you to Women in High Tech in Barnes & Thornburg. I'm honored to be the recipient of the Barnes & Thornburg Patent Law Scholarship. My name is Richa Patel, and I'm a 2L at Indiana University Maurer School of Law, earning my JD. I hope to use this scholarship to continue to pursue my dreams of becoming a patent attorney. I am a female, first-generation Indian American, and a first-generation law student with a natural science background in neuroscience. The legal field can feel a little bit lonely because it's easy to feel like you don't fit in when you so clearly stick out. But my advice to young women is to be 100% your authentic self and embrace who you are, because when you do, you help to make the STEM field more accepting and accessible to individuals of all backgrounds. Thank you so much for the scholarship.
From the bottom of my heart, I want to say thank you to the Verizon Women in High Tech Scholarship sponsor. I am honored to be chosen as a recipient of the Verizon Scholarship. My name is Amanda Goodridge, and I'm a recent graduate of IU Southeast with my bachelor's degree in computer science with minors in business and honors. Right now I'm living in Bloomington, where I'm pursuing my cybersecurity risk management degree. This is a master's program, And as everybody knows, graduate school is expensive, so I'll be using this scholarship money to help pay for my tuition and reduce the amount of student loan debt I'll be in after I complete the program. After a recent internship of mine, I realized that cybersecurity is what I want to do. I was doing policy work and analyzing network traffic, and just really no matter what I was doing, I enjoyed learning about security. Therefore, I'm really passionate about this, and getting this scholarship and being chosen as a recipient allows me to pursue this goal of mine. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you for choosing me.
Thank you to Women in High Tech for picking me to receive the Startup Ladies Membership Grant. I'm thankful, honored, and blessed for this amazing opportunity. My name is Andrea Crowder, and I am a wife, a mother to 3 young children, and I'm owner and head baker at Robin Sweet Treats. This company was founded in honor of my mother, Robin Hunter, who passed away unexpectedly May 1st, 2016 due to sickle cell disease. In honor of her, I do the things that we love to do together: bake and create beautiful dessert tables. This grant will help me to connect with many people that can help me on the back end of things. Hopefully it will help me to grow my brands and grow the business. I'm so thankful for this opportunity, and I thank you, Women in High Tech, for picking me to receive this grant.
Thank you so much, Women in High Tech, and a big shout out to my sponsor, the Startup Ladies. I am honored to receive their grant for their membership. My name is Annelise Chiluisa, and I am a process control engineer here at Eli Lilly & Company, and I just started with Lilly in mid-March this year. I am new to Indianapolis, so this is definitely a great opportunity for me to start networking with other organizations outside my own. The reason why I am passionate about entrepreneurship, and especially me as a female engineer, it's because I really want to make an impact in manufacturing. There's not a whole lot of us as engineers in industry, and especially in pharma or in other industries. I think it's super important to start making that impact, and not only learning from other people, but also being the example to others.
Women in High Tech exist
to change the landscape
of women represented in science,
technology,
engineering,
and math.
To be equally inclusive
to all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you to Women in High Tech,
its annual sponsors, volunteers,
mentors, community partners,
and 2020 Leading Light Awards, scholarship, and grant sponsors.
For your support, encouragement,
and leadership in our community.
Congratulations to all the scholarship and grant recipients and nominees. The future of STEM in Indiana is bright with all these female STEM leaders on the horizon.
Yes, congratulations again to all of our scholarship and grant recipients and nominees. We believe in you, and we're here to support you on your journey. We can't wait to see how you grow and impact our community. We also hope all of our scholarship and grant nominees will take full advantage of their complimentary one-year Women in High Tech membership. We look forward to seeing you ladies at our upcoming virtual events.
Now we've come to the end of Women in High Tech's 2020 Virtual Leading Light Awards and Scholarship Gala program. I'm so happy to be here with Women in High Tech to honor and celebrate these amazing women in STEM, along with our equity and inclusion champions and male allies. It's also so amazing to see the great support Women in High Tech has from over 50 corporate and collegiate sponsors. In addition to their sponsorship of Women in High Tech, they're making tremendous impact in our state and world to advance equity and inclusion in the STEM fields. Thank you all for your commitment and action to diversity, inclusion, and equality for all.
Sarah, thank you so much for hanging out with Women in High Tech tonight. It's been so great to have you. One more thank you and a big virtual round of applause for our LLA Award, Scholarship, and Grant nominees and recipients. And thank you again to Women in High Tech's LLA Director, Lauren Andrews, and the entire LLA Committee for an outstanding evening. On behalf of the Women in High Tech Board of Directors, thank you to all of our guests for your support of Women in High Tech and for virtually joining us this evening. We hope you've been uplifted and inspired. Please have a wonderful rest of your evening.